So today had another situation which I've had a couple of times, mostly with men than with women actually. I don't know if it's a coincidence, if it's a number thing, I don't know. But I've had this mostly with men than with women, when their family's opinion matter more. So I had one of those cases today. So the lady, she was like, you know, I really, really, really like my match, but my family won't let me get married to someone that's 10 years older than I am. And first thing that came to my mind, to be honest, I've heard that lots of times, and then I feel like I'm like, if a person is like 25, I'm like, maybe your family still kind of has a hold on you, which is understandable, or maybe you're just, I mean, I think age might come into it. Well, for me personally, my opinion. But when someone is like a certain age, like I feel like if you're over 40, you should be able to make your decisions yourself. That's my opinion, like I said, and not depend on your family to make that decision, or not be so afraid that you can't even choose something, like saying, I really like this guy, but my family won't let me. You're 44. I don't think there should be a family letting me issue at this point. And that's my opinion. I just don't feel like, I feel like you should be able to make your decisions. And that's not even the worst part to me. The worst part is that the same family is putting so much pressure on her. So they're like, you need to get married this year. They're giving her like a deadline this year. It's this year or nothing. So if they're giving you a deadline and they're forcing you, with their own personal list, because that's not her personal list. I was like, I want to know what you think. That's not her personal list. And this has happened a lot of times. If I can find some chats, I would include some screenshots in this video. And I'm like, I want to know what you think. Would you get married to this person? And she's like, yeah, but my family won't let me. And I don't know, maybe the family's paying for the wedding. I don't know. I don't know what kind of because I know in Nigeria, we're Africans, family is so family is so important. Like, family's opinion, very important. You see how people get married, and then if they have a quarrel, a fight, an argument, they call in the whole family, do family meeting based on that. That's African for you. Like, they call the guy's family, the women, like they're having a whole meeting, like parents who, and these are adults, like the kids are like over 40. Well, the couple, they're over 40, and they call people into a meeting to settle their issues. I mean, it's African, so I understand where that's coming from, but my personal opinion, I just feel like, with the pressure, like you need to get married this year, they're giving that same pressure. I feel like, I don't know. I remember we've had this issue before where the lady came and was like, she really wants to get married to her match, but her pastor won't let her marry him. I don't know I can't remember the reason. I think either it was I think it was a tribe stuff. So she was like, her pastor will not want her to get married to somebody from this tribe. And I'm like, how about your happiness? Like, what you want? I mean, your pastor is probably married in his own home, or her own home. So how about your happiness? So those things, especially when the person is of a certain age, it just makes me worried, more. If you're younger, I feel like, yeah, it's something you could take time to think about. But and I think it makes me worried because I've seen people come on this platform with some reasons why they can't go on with a match that they really like, and then 2 years down the line come back on the platform being lenient with their matches right now, like being lenient with their list. And I'm like, you had someone you really, really liked, and you didn't go with that because of what your pastor would like or not like, and now 2 years later you're back to the same platform, meaning that you've met people or not met people, but not met someone as good as that person, right? Or, well, someone that you want to get married to. It just makes me worried, because then at that point, because let's be honest with ourselves, as you get older, your chances become slimmer. Would I say chances or options? Let's say options. So your options become slimmer in the sense that if you look at our profile options, right? 35 to 40-year-olds are like, let's say the most, like a pyramid. And then when you get to 40 to 45, it gets smaller. When you get to 50, it gets smaller. When you get to 60, it gets smaller. So it's like a pyramid, right? So basically what I'm saying is, don't cheat yourself out of a good match or a good partner because of something your family or pastor or something. I know some people will disagree, because family is everything. We're Africans, I get that. But that's my own opinion. I feel like, don't cheat yourself out of happiness or out of like a future that you would have with someone that you wanted. Like, let it be your choice. That's my opinion. I feel like, let it be your choice. So don't put that, at least talk to your family and say, this is what I want, this is what I like. I feel like some people have just cheated themselves out of, like I saw the post the other day, like they've lived other people's lives and not their own life. So whatever your family wanted for you, you have done. A lot of us went to school based on our parents wanted this for us. Got some jobs based on this is what they wanted from me. This is what we've never really done things that we want for ourselves. And I feel like when it comes to like your life partner, you really should.